keep on going down to PureWash, and this is really good. Go down that way.
And I'm gonna go over
Here,
here.
Thank you,
Go
Rebecca.
this way. Your turn.
Small world. Rebecca and I have been working with different companies together for 15 years.
Yeah.
My name is Shirley. I'm from the local distributor I call on Ruby and Quiri, Gary Northland. He works for PureWash, and he's going to go over this. It sounds a unique product that most of you, I'll guarantee, have not heard what it is.
It's not new, it's been out for a couple of years. The technology has been around for a very long time. As a matter of fact, it was developed for hospitals and hotels. It may be your hospital uses ozone technology to do laundry. What does it do? It allows you to do laundry without detergent, without bleach, no fabric softeners, and in cold water. The average family of four, depending upon how much they're using hot water, can pay for this thing in 8 or 10 months in their savings. It does this by generating ozone. Again, excuse me, the ozone technology is not new, been used for years in hospitals. Like any other technology, that's very large and expensive when it's new. Eventually somebody shrinks it down. Well, how does this tie into what we're talking about here? And Sue spent some time talking about sensitivities. Excuse me. A lot of people have skin sensitivities or allergies. They're sensitive to the detergents. Detergents lodge in your clothes. As a matter of fact, detergents also claim to whiten and brighten clothing. What they're doing is putting a crystal in there, a zeolite crystal it's called, that lodges in your clothes, very sharp, lodges in laundry, and it reflects light. That's all it does. So we eliminate that. As a matter of fact, when you have a PureWash, the first 2 times that you do laundry, you will still see soap suds coming out because there's that much detergent lodged in your clothes, and that's why people have skin sensitivities and develop this. It eliminates the problem. Rebecca talked about the odor in a front loader. This eliminates it. Why? Because ozone kills bacteria. And ozone invades the cell walls of bacteria and kills it. So the bacteria that's in a front load washer, it's eating that residual detergent and the grease. Bad term grease, but that's what it is. This kills all that bacteria. It eliminates that issue. Do I have any questions? Yes.
I'm a question asker.
Good.
So this PureWash system doesn't go with that. It goes with any washer dryer system.
That is correct.
With any washer
Anything,
system.
a top load or a high efficiency front load or high efficiency top load also. We'll work with either one. With 2 different models, but they both look exactly the same. Very, very simple installation. It takes 5 minutes to install it. Plug it in and let it go.
So it just hooks into your water system so that as the water passes through that on the way
Yeah,
into the washer and then back out?
Quickly, what you do, this is that thing opened up. You disconnect the cold water hose that's coming out of the wall, goes to the machine, okay, goes on the outlet side. In the box is another hose, put it from the inlet side back to the machine. In the box is a screwdriver, 2 screws and 2 plastic anchors, and a template. Real quick. Does it make a difference? There's slots in the back, you hang it up, plug it in, and it's done. It's a 5-minute deal. The unit has a 30-day money-back guarantee. Okay? We rarely get them back. People take them home and they fall in love with them.
Everybody's loved them so far.
Yeah. Once in a while we run into somebody that just can't get their mind around the technology. Okay, that happens. But by and large, when people start using it, the benefits are enormous and immediate. It leaves detergents, of course, fabric softeners, which are to counteract the detergent, leave a scent in the clothing. We talked about the perfumes in the clothing. It eliminates all that. And by the way, if anybody's a deer hunter, they love it too because it takes all the scent out of the clothing. People that are concerned about the environment like it. You're not dumping all of these harsh chemicals into the environment. If you're on a septic system, this thing is great for your septic system because the ozone reverts to oxygen after a period of time, and if you're on the septic system, you've got highly oxygenated water going in where that bacteria you want to thrive, and it thrives with highly oxygenated water. That works really well too. Many benefits.
So the ozone is all contained in that system,
This-
it's not, none of it's escaping into the air, because that's not good for people with asthma in particular to breathe.
I'm gonna be very careful about saying this because you broached the subject. Ozone will kill you. So will 1,000 feet of water on top of you. This is not generating that much ozone.
Alright, so there is some of it then that will be.
Do you know how it smells after a thunder and lightning storm? Very fresh and clean outside. That's ozone. That's what you're smelling. Your washing machine will smell like that. It's just a very, very fresh, clean smell.
Like a line dry.
Yes. Your clothes smell like they've been dried on the line.
Does this only, can you only use this with, top loading, or?
No,
is it
top
any-
load, front
any
load.
kind of okay.
There are two models. There's a model for a standard washing machine, and there's a model for a high efficiency machine. We have
Same
to-
price, just
Same
different.
price, it's just a minor difference in the unit, because with a high efficiency machine, we're not putting very many gallons into it, so we have to, more ozone per gallon in. With a standard machine, we got lots of gallons, we can take our time putting ozone in. So, does
And
that.
Ruby and Quiri stocks both models.
Mhm.
Okay.
This thing generates it itself. Without getting too deep, it uses the corona effect, which is what lightning does. You pass air by a charge, and you can break down the O2 into some O1s, which join with some other O2s, becomes O3, which is ozone. Ozone doesn't like to be ozone. It's an unhappy molecule. It wants to be O2 again. So that extra oxygen molecule that makes it O3 tries to grab onto something. It grabs onto the bonding agent that allows dirt to stick to laundry, which is exactly what Tide does. It destroys the bonding agent. But it also has that other benefit of it invades the cell walls of bacteria and kills bacteria. So you find that, go back to the sensitivity thing, people with skin sensitivities, many, many, many times they are to the residual detergent. If you wash your clothes with detergent, you have detergent in your clothes right now. And a lot of people are allergic to that.
And it's safe for all kinds of fabrics?
Yes, it is.
No, I mean, there's no problems with
No
wools or
problems at all. We
anything?
haven't used detergent in my house in well over 2 years, since I've been with this company, and no problems at all. We wash it in. Some more side benefits, okay?
Gary, I want to know if you had a full head of hair 2 years ago.
I have always been all over my hair. All right? Some other side benefits, since you're not using hot water, you're not using detergents, you're not using all that stuff, you don't need to sort it. It speeds up the laundry experience, because when
So
my wife.
men can do
Laundry
laundry.
experience.
You got it. I even do laundry. I was not allowed to operate complicated mechanical equipment at home, but now I do it. Because if my wife and I are empty nesters, so when we get enough for a load, it goes in the machine. And
You
know,
don't have to,
no. Now think about when my wife and I, we have 2 boys, when our 2 boys were home, on a Saturday, my wife worked outside the home. On a Saturday, she had the pile of jeans, she had the pile of whites, she had my dress clothes, she had her dress clothes. What was her Saturday morning? She was doing laundry. Now she's out having a latte with her girlfriend. So it changes the laundry experience.
What's the price on that?
$3.99, but there's a special now, and you've got to see somebody from Ruby and Quiri.
And you said you can, you see,
They've done it
it pays for itself within
quickly.
8 months?
I don't think there's anything else in the store that pays for itself. This will.
No detergent, no hot water,
No.
no fabric softener.
You do need, and I'm going to caution you here, if you have a stain, and needed to pre-treat it with detergent, you would still need to pre-treat that. Unless it's something organic, like blood, you take blood right out. But oil, something like that, you still need to pre-treat. So it does not change that.
One real great thing about this thing, and this is new, it might sound as new technology for most of us in this room. We have a program that if you don't like it in 30 days, we buy it back. I don't know of any other product out there.
Nobody brings it up. Rarely. Rarely. It has a 3-year warranty, and we say it's gonna last 10 years. Okay, we've got them running longer than that, obviously, but figure a 10-year lifespan. Why'd we come up with 10 years? Because the average washing machine lasts
10 years.
10 years. Yes,
I have a 2-year-old. And
Yes.
he's potty training, but we use cloth diapers.
mm-hmm,
And, I mean, obviously, you spray anything out that you need to spray out, and you have to do ahead of time.
it is
Has that been tested
fabulous
for
on
that?
organic material.
Okay, ew. It's
Nice
all
way to
about
put
putting
it,
that
wasn't
in
it?
my washer and then putting my clothes in there. But,
It does a great job on organic material, and since we have nurses here, my son and daughter-in-law, both nurses, and they would not wash their scrubs at home with the family laundry. Now they do, because this kills
Smart
bacteria.
move.
yeah.
This kills bacteria, it takes care of that.
I know on my washer I have to use like the sanitary cycle and we do the extra soak and all that stuff.
With the PureWash, and we'll get deeper into it now, you think about this. It's hooked up to the washer fills with water, this is generating the ozone goes into the washer, it runs through the wash cycle, fine. Now we get to a rinse cycle. The water runs through this again, you get 2 washes. So in my home, and again, it's cold water only, the reason for cold water only is the hotter the water, the faster the ozone dissipates, okay? Ozone has a 20-minute lifespan in 75-degree water. Even in the summer, the water really doesn't get that hot. So the colder the water, the better. But, just lost my train of thought where I was going with that.
Cold water only.
Cold water only,
Extra wash.
extra wash, thank you. So we use the shortest possible cycle. And here's our laundry experience now, and yes, I do laundry. I get home
I've never
and,
heard of that laundry
you know, chat with my wife, what are we having for dinner? She tells me, and she goes to start dinner, I get changed, and if there's enough laundry, it goes in the washing machine. We have a front loader that has a 33-minute wool cycle, it's done in 33 minutes. By the time dinner's done, that load's done. Right? Throw it in the dryer, we sit down, we eat dinner, we chat for a bit, pick up the dishes, go out to the kitchen. The dryer's done. We get done with that, we take clothes, throw them, put them away. It's all done. I mean, and it's all multitasking, literally, because you're not standing around waiting for this thing and doing half your day waiting for laundry. It gets done fast. Yes?
I have my youngest is away at college, and when he comes home, he brings his laundry, which hasn't been done a considerable length of time. Mostly the things that are white come back and really do need bleaching. Can I still add bleach to the white cycle?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so that's not gonna make a mess of the,
No. And if something were incredibly filthy, we ran across a lady whose husband disassembles tractors for a living. I don't know why, but he does. And she puts like a tablespoon of OxyClean in with it. That takes care of it. OxyClean, oxygen, is basically powdered ozone. So if something were
it's not
incredibly
gonna
dirty.
blow up if you do it
No.
oxygen.
No.
The rocket you across.
Rocket my washing machine is ozone.
Not going to explode, no. So, if you had something real dirty,
Okay.
you may want to add a little bit, you don't need
Okay.
much. And again, you're getting that extra, you're getting 2 washes, so.
Okay.
If people really want a lot of bright whites, and sometimes they're ruining the clothes because they're really bleaching them too much, so, you gotta watch that too. Your clothes will last longer, clothes don't fade. I have a pair of jeans that I bought a year ago, I bought the dark blue ones, because I wanted to make sure. If I was wearing them now, you'd think they were brand new. They don't fade, we're not using the detergents, we're not using all this stuff. You'll find less lint in your dryer. You've got that zeolite crystal sharp right in your clothes pieces. See the benefit there. Any other questions? Right away.
Lots of
Thank
brochures,
you.
there's brochures,
Well,
and
there's
there's
Thank you.
a great video on our website. Just watch one.
No,
We're all-
Okay. Well, I'll try to-
Okay.